Who's with me today? State your name for me, please, sir. Is your audio on? I'm not hearing you. State your name for me, please.
That is Mark Edwin Goodnow Jr.
Okay, sir, I'm Judge Gomez. Just to let you know, this is being recorded. State your date of birth for me, please.
My birthday is going to be October 19th, 1987.
Okay. So, Mr. Goodner, it looks like you have a citation for speeding. You had pled no contest to. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I recently have lost my job and now I'm in a new position. I was able to make a payment yesterday, which was completely my fault, which I didn't make the payments as I had stated I would. I'm in a new position now, so I will be able to make that payment on Friday if allowed.
Hold on just a moment. Let me find your extension order.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had an extension order to all of it by November 8th, and then you lost your job, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You paid $50, so that's leaving you a balance of $175.
No, I owe $225 and I paid $57 yesterday.
57. Okay, I looked at it wrong, I guess. Hold on, let me look at it again. Okay, so you paid 50 toward the ticket. The $7 is a convenience fee that the vendor charges you to
Okay.
credit card payments. So 50 was actually all that's applied to the citation. So that's leaving you a balance of 75. And when do you think you can get that paid?
I can pay that next Friday when I get my first paycheck.
Okay. All right, sir. So understand that there will be a service fee with those credit card payments. So if you want to mail a money order, that would save you some of that credit card fee. Is your address still 613 East 39th Street in Farmington?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to put that in the computer that you're going to pay that 175 balance by next Friday. If you decide to do a money order, as long as it's postmarked, that means put in the post office by that day, you'll be okay. All right?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, sir. Thank you. You're excused.
Have a blessed day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Janie, is there anyone else? You're muted.
I have a April Cornejo.
Okay, thank you.
It says joining. It looks like she left, so there's a Raphael Sandoval.
Hello, sir. You are muted at this time. Can you see if you can unmute your phone?
There we go.
State your full name for me, please.
Raphael Sandoval or Raphael Jaden Sandoval,
Okay, and your date of birth.
October 1st, 2006.
Okay. So you have a citation with us for speeding. You were going to do defensive driving. Did you get that defensive driving done?
No, ma'am. I was trying to do my driver's license test again before that, but I had gone and I failed, and then I didn't know if I was able to do it again after today.
You did the driving safety course already?
Yes, in Seminole.
No, the driving safety course, the one that you do
Oh.
online.
Oh,
That
no,
done
ma'am.
already?
No,
So you
ma'am.
haven't that either.
No, ma'am.
Um, do you think that's something you could get done in the next couple of weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you tried rescheduling a test as well?
They told me that they wouldn't have anything until after the 1st, or
Let's see. I'm going to give you to the end of January to get both done.
okay,
Get them done and then give me the proof.
okay. Thank you.
Get that scheduled as soon as possible. Probably at this point, it'll be Monday, maybe Tuesday before you can get it scheduled, but get it scheduled and get that driving safety course done for sure.
Okay.
You can do that because that's online.
Okay. I will try to do that by today.
All right, sir.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Schedule you for the end of the month. It'll be the last Thursday of the month. I don't have my calendar pulled up, so I'm not quite sure what that is. Hold on, let me look. Well, let's do February 1st because that'll be a Thursday. February the 1st by 9 a.m. If you have that proof ready and you can bring it to me, you do not have to appear for that show cause hearing it. Otherwise, I need to do that day, February 1st at 9 a.m. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Jamie.
Okay. If you want, you can try again. That'll be fine. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. That was April Cornejo. She says she's been trying to get online, but she said it's not working on her end. I told her
Okay,
to try again. So for now we have Lisbeth Morales.
hold on, let me find that name. If that other lady still keeps having trouble, then just have her come by the office tomorrow um about 9 o'clock, I guess.
Okay, this is April Cornejo. She tried again.
Oh, okay. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Still looks like your audio is muted. See if you can unmute your audio.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. So you're here for your son
Yes.
and his name, please.
Zayden Alexander Davila.
All right, Zayden, you had a minor possession of tobacco products. Can you tell me if you got that course done?
No, ma'am.
What's going on?
Well, I was confused whenever I was trying to do it, and it said, like there was two options, and whenever I read the paper, it said like, I don't, I think y'all said 6 hours or 8, I don't know, but there was two different options, and like there wasn't the 6 hour one, and so we were confused, and
What
so
option were you given?
6 hours.
What option were you giving on the course?
Oh, I
On
was
the
given
computer?
4 hours and 8 hours.
Okay, so if you do the 4 hours, you're okay, because it says 4 to 6. So if you get
Oh,
that
okay.
4 done, you're okay. When can you get that done by?
I should be off, honestly. I've been working a lot. He goes to counseling today too, so I'll probably get off, I don't know, like at 5. And he could probably, because I have to sit there with him, don't I? Yeah. We could probably do it tonight.
Okay, all right. Get it done for sure no later than this weekend and get the certificate turned in by Monday, okay?
And
Yes, ma'am.
can we do it over the phone? Or does it have to be on a computer?
I don't know, that's between you and the company. It might could be
Oh,
done,
okay.
on-
Okay.
but it's you and that company.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
That's fine, just get it done.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Thank you for coming online.
Thank you.
You're excused, you can get out.
Perfect. Thank you. How do we leave it? Right there.
Okay, now we have Lisbeth Morales.
Okay, let me just put this one in the computer real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lisbeth Morales, is it spelled M-O-R?
Yes, Lisbetmorales.
I don't have any citation for that, so it might be for a juvenile.
Okay. Or a different name. Let me admit her.
Okay, thank you. Hello, sir. Would you state your name for me? Oh, you're muted. If you'll unmute your phone for me, please. Okay,
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
Now,
My
name
name is
for me.
George Morales Gutierrez Jr.
Tell me your name again, please.
George Morales Gutierrez Jr.
J-O-R?
No, ma'am. George.
Okay, you're not coming up under George Morales. What was the other
Oh.
last name?
Gutierrez, Gut.
And your date of birth?
09/23/07.
Are you there with a parent or a guardian?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
who are you with?
I'm with my mom.
Your name, please, ma'am.
Lisbeth Morales,
Lisbet?
correct.
Tell me your date of birth, sir.
My date of birth?
Mhm.
09/23/07.
Okay, just to let you know, this is being recorded. Before we talk about your cases, I do need to make sure you understand your rights. These are the same rights that are afforded anyone that comes into the courtroom, but because of your age, we have to talk about them before we can talk about your cases. You do have a right to hire an attorney to be present today during this proceeding, or any time that you're questioned or interviewed by any peace officers or attorneys of the state. You may remain silent and not make a statement. Any statement that you do make can and may be used as evidence against you in court. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about them?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you understand that you can hire an attorney to be present today during this proceeding?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And do you wish to waive that right and just visit with me without an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I do need to get some pleas from you. Excuse me, on these two charges. You have two charges, one for minor in possession of alcohol and one for minor in consumption of alcohol. Do you understand the difference between the two charges?
No, ma'am, I do not. Do you mind explaining?
Sure. Possession of alcohol just simply means that you were within the care, custody, or control of an alcohol product. That doesn't mean it was on your hand. It means that you were possibly in a room and someone else had the alcohol on them, but you could have reached for it had you wanted to. Or you were in a vehicle and it was somewhere within the dimensions of the vehicle. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
that's the question. The law is real. There's a zero tolerance for anyone under 21 drinking alcohol or being around alcohol. And so that law is pretty stringent. You just can't even be around it at all. Otherwise you get charged for possession. Now, minor consuming alcohol, all they have to do is smell it on your breath. So if you even just took one sip and tasted it and then it became part of your breath, then you're considered consumption of alcohol. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. All right. So before we actually talk about the charges, I do need to get your plea. You can either say guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Guilty or no contest. We're going to continue today, but if you say not guilty, we have to have a trial. Okay? So, do you understand the difference between all three, please?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
So the first one is possession of alcohol. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Okay. And consumption of alcohol, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
All right. How do you spell your first name again?
George.
Okay. George. Let me fix it on our side real quick.
Okay.
You have pled guilty and no contest to both charges. Have you ever gotten any sort of citation before for alcohol related charges?
No, ma'am.
Hold on a second, my computer froze. You have the option of keeping these off your record. By law, you're required to do community service for each one. The first one, the possession of alcohol, you have to do 8 hours of community service. For the consumption of alcohol, you have to do 20 hours of community service. So that's 28 hours of community service that you're required to do by law.
Yes,
Plus,
ma'am.
you have to do a alcohol awareness class. That's whether you pay the tickets or not. You are required by law to do that. Do you have a driver's license?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay, so if you do not do those, you will never be able to get a license because those are state requirements. Then they won't give you a license until you do those things. So for sure, you've got to get those things done. So you have the option of paying the tickets, which is $256 and $295. Still do those sanctions, and then we can close the tickets. The other option is to be placed on deferred. Deferred is like a probation. You would be on probation for 6 months. You do not need to see a probation officer. You just simply do not get any tickets in Andrews, alcohol related or tobacco related, for those 6 months. Still complete the community service, still complete the alcohol awareness. And then at the end of those 6 months, we can dismiss the tickets. You would be required to pay $125 on each one. That is the court cost portion of the ticket. The fine itself is set at $300, and you would not owe the fines though, as long as you did everything you were supposed to. Which
Yes,
option
ma'am.
do you want to go forward with?
I'll go deferred.
All right. So there is going to be some paperwork involved in all this. When can you come by the municipal court to get it signed?
Is it open today?
Yes.
We could be there today.
All right. So what you're going to do is go by the municipal court and get all that paperwork signed. You and your mom is going to need to sign some of the papers. Most of the papers, it's just you, but some of it is her as well.
Yes, ma'am.
When will you be able to pay that $250?
What's the timeline, I would say?
Can you get one paid today? 100.
Tell her what's the.
No,
most time she could give you,
Uh,
tell
w-
her your.
yeah, like, what do you think is the most
Okay,
time you could give us? Cause I don't have a job yet, and so like, there's really no way for me to pay the ticket right now.
All right, so I can give you 2 weeks to pay $125, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
30 days to pay the other 125. Think you can work on getting that done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe you can work on some yards or something to come up with that first $125.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do something like that.
Rake leaves or something. All right, I'm going to put it in the computer. You're going to have 2 weeks for the first one and then 30 days for the second one. Is your address still the same as what's on the ticket?
Yes, ma'am. If it's 1202 Redwood Drive, Apartment A. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and a good phone number?
432-444-1432.
And is that your number?
No, ma'am. That is my mom's.
Okay, all right. All righty, sir. We'll get it in the computer. Go by there and sign the paperwork today. And then
Yes,
get
ma'am.
started on community service. To do the community service, what you're gonna do, we're gonna give you a list of places you can contact. You contact somebody and let them know you need to do community service for the city. work with their schedule and get it done. So while you're still on winter break, maybe you can get most of it knocked out. But it's a total of 28 hours you need to get done for both of them. Okay?
Yeah.
And class you're gonna have to pay for, so you're gonna have to have a credit card. But I'll go ahead and give you 3 months to get that class done. Get registered for the class soon as you have the money, because it'll run anywhere between $35 and $50 to register for that class. You register for the class 4 to 8 hours. So if you can, 4 to 6 hours. So if you can find one for 4 hours, that's great. That'll be a little cheaper. But there's also one out there for 8 hours. You don't have to do the 8-hour one, but the 4 to 6 hours. Find something in that range. Register for the class, finish the class, and get a certificate of completion. And either bring that certificate back to us or email it to us. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good one.
You too.
So far, we
Okay.
don't have anyone else in the waiting room.
Okay, it's 20 after, so that's probably gonna be all of them. I'm gonna get that paperwork done real quick for this one guy. He's the only one that should be coming in to do paperwork for you. All the other ones, I just reset them.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, and there's quite a few papers for the what's it called, for the deferred for alcohol, so make sure they get copies of all of it.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, thanks, Janie.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.